Cliff. Alright, track is open. Just be mindful of Cliff.
Jeffrey Moore.
Alright, I got all the drivers checked in. Straightaway is closed. Driver straightaway is closed. It is Tanner on the 1, Ben 2, Cole 3, Colby 4, Scott Deluge 5, and Jeffrey Moore will take the 6. All right. We've got a lineup. Drivers and marshals, we are live in less than 5. Tanner gets a flyer of a start. Cole quickly moves up into the 2 spot. Tanner, that pink and blue across the line. Cole into 2 with the orange and teal. You got Ben Cropper in the blue and white rounding out the top 3. With Jeffrey 4, the Roadrunner 5, Colby in the 6. Oh, Tanner with a mistake. Turn around, Tanner. I got him. Never mind. So that will give Cole Luton the race lead. And a good one at that. There's nobody around him. Goes 11-8 in the clear traffic. Tanner hanging on to the 2 spot with Ben 3. Here comes the Roadrunner on the 4. Jeffrey dead in the middle. Get it out. It's Cole Luton. He is gone. Checked out. Down the straightaway he goes. 11-6 last time by. Still Tanner 2. Colby moves up into the 3. The Roadrunner 4. Ben 5. And that's all of our runners in this one. We've got 2 minutes in. 3 to go. There's Cole. 11-7. Tanner Dillon in the 2 spot. He's over the triple. Tanner 12 flat with Colby 12-4. The Roadrunner 11-8. Nipping at the heels of Colby. Oh, Ben gets it wrong. Gets out of there in time. So we are now halfway through. Just be mindful of your race leader coming over the triple. Orange, teal, yellow wheels down the straightaway. Roadrunner giving them room. It's the current pace at a 27.509 out of Cole Luton. Tanner on a good run as well, 25.502. And the Roadrunner in the 3 spot. It's on a 25.508. It's a low 25. Looks like it's going to get the job done in the first round. Colby holding down the last spot into the A main right now as they run. The minute 30 to go. Down the straightaway, that's a good battle for the 3 spot. Colby and the Roadrunner, a couple of B7s. 1 minute to go. Cole Luton showing him how it's done. 26.5 flat. He's falling off that 27 lap run. Oh, there's a Roadrunner looking on the inside. Colby with a slight mistake. Just enough for him to capitalize on it. 35 seconds to go. Got 13.5 four-wheel drive coming up next. Tanner out for one more. Colby's going to make the line. That will be it. Ben, you are done. Cole, you're done. Tanner, 2 more. 1 more. And that is everybody. Thank you, marshals. Thank you, drivers. Please grab those blowers. It's the Roadrunner. Takes 3rd. Good enough for 7th overall. Tanner Dillon, 3rd overall with that run. And Cole Luton, your TQ, a 26.501.
Am I supposed to go this way or that way now?
It don't matter. No, because nobody grabbed the blowers over there. Just a reminder for you guys. I know it's been a couple weeks, but there is a second set of blowers on the driver's stand. You guys walk right by them when you get off the track. Could remember to pick those up. Be greatly appreciated. Oh, yeah. Easy. I use the Avid ones. Yeah.
So that's what happens when it sees a disconnect in the sensor wire.
It just shuts it off.
David Miller,
All right.
Chuck Erickson,
And
Pedro Molina.
Tristan is not in the building yet. So it will be a 3-car race. So we got Pedro lining up on the 1. David 2, Chuck Erickson 3. Watch straightaway. Again, that is Pedro, David, Chuck. Oh, we got all these marshals and 3 guys. Hey, Cole, can you marshal the next race? Can you marshal the next race? Cool. All right. Drivers and marshals, we are live in less than 5. It's a nice, clean start. Pedro going to lead him around. 11-1. Good lap out of Pedro. 11-7 from David. 11-8 out of Chuck Erickson. Ooh, that one hurt. There is Pedro across the line, 11-8. Chuck Erickson, 11-1. How you doing? David Miller back off and running. He is fully capable of tracking these guys down. David Miller's got a lot of speed. Oh, Chuck with the slowest rollover ever. He was right on the back end of Pedro, but he's going to run away with this thing. Leader down the straightaway. Purple with the white wheels coming over the triple. It's going to be rough. Coming up onto the halfway point, there is Pedro. Current pace, 27.502. Got Chuck Erickson, 26.501 with David Miller closing in. Halfway through. There's Pedro across the line, 11-4 again. He's really on top of those 11-4s. Chuck Erickson, 11-3. David Miller, 11 flat. I believe that is the fastest lap of the race so far. Minute 30 left to go. Got race 4 coming up next. 17.5 four-wheel heat 1. That is Kendra, Cliff, Tanner. Another 3-car race. Tim unfortunately broke his TLR. As many of you know, TLR does not have any parts. So Tim drove all the way down here, couldn't even drive. Shout out to Horizon. He's got 4 in, 1 to go. Ooh. There's Pedro across the line, 11-4. Chuck Erickson started to creep back into the picture here. He might just run out of time. It's Pedro 27.507. Chuck Erickson 27.510. Should have kept my mouth shut. I guess. This is the white flag for those two. Pedro going to go out for one more. That will be it. Chuck, you're done. David, you're done. One more coming over the triple. That is everybody. Thank you, marshals. Thank you, drivers. Somebody please grab those blowers. Thank you, Colby. No. We got race number 4. First heat is 17.5 four-wheel, and these guys are going to be combined into one heat. Thank you, Colby. I was about to say it's. You're a good guy, Tristan. Hey, Cole, do you want to do me a favor? In my pit, there's a piece T. In my pit, there's a piece T sitting there.
Cliff Gordon.
Never mind. It's all good. No. I want my tea. It's okay. Hey, Dad. Grab my tea.
Kendra Knowles.
My drink.
Tanner Dillon.
Yeah. All right, I got everybody checked in, and just for your information, this class will be one heat in the next round. I am going to combine you guys. We got Kendra on the 1, Cliff 2, Tanner 3. Oh, what a guy. Look at him. Bam. Thanks, buddy. All right, drivers and marshals, we are live in less than 5. It's an all TLR race here, but you got the old TLR, the belt-driven 22.4 coming over that triple now. Kendrick can wheel that thing. I'll tell you what, 11.6 last time by. Tanner in the 2, Cliff in the 3. As again, the 17.5 four-wheel class will be combined in the next heat. So the next time we see these cars, there will be 8 of them on the track. Yeah, buddy. It's Kendra Knowles coming down the straightaway, that blue, pink, and white. With Cliff now up into the 2. Tanner struggling with that four-wheel tonight. He was running really good in two-wheel with the associated car. As Kendra clicks off another 11.5. There's Cliff, 11.4. Good lap out of Cliff. 11.7 from Tanner. It's just about 2 minutes in. Oh, I got him. Oh, easy. Jeez. It's Kendra over that triple, halfway in. 27.503 the pace. Cliff over the triple. He's got that all white. Gets a lucky rollover. Cliff on a 26.507. And Tanner Dillon, 25.5 flat. We've got 2 minutes left to go. And our second heat of 17.5 four-wheel coming up next. And again, last reminder, this class will be combined in round number 2. It's Cliff and Tanner going back at it for the 2 spot over the triple. Oh, at the slight bobble there at a Cliff. Tanner into the 2 spot. 1 minute to go. Over the triple, your leader. I know you guys are somewhat in a battle right now, but Kendra's more important. $27.508 the pace for Kendra. 30 seconds to go. Ooh. They should go by for one more. It's going to be close for Cliff. Cliff's got to throw down the best lap of his life. Oh, and he does. Good lap, Cliff. There is Kendra Tanner. One more. That is everybody. Thank you, marshals. Thank you to my drivers. Got Cliff taking 3rd, Tanner 2, and Kendra Knowles taking the TQ so far, 27.509. I will need at least one volunteer, would be greatly appreciated. Oh, crap. On the next race. We need a few volunteer marshals for this one. If I can get a couple volunteer marshals. Right.
Brian
I
Langdon,
know. You really were.
Bob Torbond,
You were catching them
Gary Weaver,
multiple times.
Jeffrey Moore, Scott Deluge.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And then hey, Kendra. Yeah. And I do need volunteer marshals. I need volunteer marshals, please.
All right, Kendra Knowles, your guest announcer on the timing stand to call this one. 17.5 four-wheel drive buggy, heat number 5. We've got Gary Weaver, Bob Torvin, Jeffrey Moore, Brian Langdon, and Scott Deluge. And we need a lot of marshals, a lot of volunteer marshals. We only had 3 drivers in that last one, and I was one of them. So I need 3 more marshals, pretty please. 3 volunteers just for this particular round because we were supposed to combine the 4-wheel drive class. So Cole Luton, Mr. Fast Guy. All right, thanks, Brian. And Art Scrimo. All right, we got the Fast Guy marshals. All right. All right, time to beat is 27.509, set by moi, yours truly. All right, we got marshals in place, drivers ready. Go at the sound of the tone, not before. And they're off. The White Lightning leading them around over the triple. And looks like Jeffrey Moore sneaking into the 2, Bob Torvind in the 3. Gary Weaver with a good chance to take that TQ. He's just got to keep it on its wheels. Weaver out front. Crossing the line, our leader, yellow, green, and orange down the straightaway, the White Lightning. Scott Deluge making his way up to the 2 already. Deluge now in that rental ride down the straightaway, silver. Deluge looking also to take the TQ. He is starting to close that gap on Gary. 1 straightaway is what separates first and second. White Lightning out front, showing them how it's done. Just got to keep calm and race at more. Keep calm and stay on your wheels. Gary down the straightaway, number 1. Scott Deluge, number 2, the Roadrunner. Number 3 is going to be Jeffrey Moore coming into the S and onto the straightaway. Jeffrey Moore, white and purple. Right behind Jeffrey is Bob Torvind. And Brian Langdon coming back from a long sabbatical, I suppose, in the 5. Getting the groove on the track here. Just about 3 minutes to go. Plenty of time. Deluge now out front. I took my eyes off the track for a second. And Deluge makes the move. Currently on a 26.5 flat. So within striking distance of the TQ. He's got to keep it on its wheels though. The Roadrunner coming into the S turn. Down the straightaway. Gary's still right behind him. Gary right now currently 3rd qualifier. They're making their way through traffic. The White Lightning, orange, yellow, and green coming through traffic now. Deluge gets a lucky pass through traffic there. Still plenty of time in this one. Just over 2 minutes remaining, drivers. Deluge down the straightaway, silver and purple. Our leader. 2nd place, the White Lightning, Gary Weaver. Coming over the triple now. 3rd place, Jeffrey Moore. Rolling it, coming onto the straightaway. Thank you, Jeffrey. Gary still in this one. About a straightaway and a corner behind the leader. Scott Deluge crossing the line, 26.502. He's going to have to pick up that pace just a little bit. 1:20 remaining, drivers. Scott, Gary, Jeffrey, that's your top 3, followed by Brian and Bob. So Langdon moves up 1, 4th position. Deluge coming over the triple and crossing the line in that rental ride, silver, purple, and yellow. Looking good out front on a 5:01 pace. Weaver, 2nd place coming over the triple now. The White Lightning crossing the line on a 25.503 pace. Time winding down, drivers. You have 20 seconds. Scott, Gary, and Jeffrey in the top 3. Alright, this is going to be it. When you cross the line, you will be done. Scott, you're done. Gary, you're done. Looks like Jeffrey, Bob, and Brian. Not. Oh, last lap. Brian doesn't quite make it. All right, that's a race. All right, taking third place, Jeffrey Moore, 24.509. Second place, Gary Weaver, 25.506. And taking the win, Scott Deluge with a 26.503. Yes, please grab those blowers. Thank you, guys. Up next, we have race number 6. Open two-wheel drive. Looks like a stacked heat here. We've got Vincent Ringler, Jared Deluge, Kevin Erich, Pacheco, Dosho, and Pedro Molina. And Steve Foley, yes. All right, I'll add Steve to the let's see here.
Steve Paul.
All right, Steve, you're in. And then I've got one transponder I need to check here. So let's cross the line one by one at a time. Let's go. Vinny, cross the line. Vinny.
Dosho.
All right.
Vinny.
Hold on, guys. So, okay, so I need, all right, who's that car? Ryan? Okay, Pacheco.
Pacheco.
All right, and then I got, Chad.
Jared Deluge.
Hold on. I got a few transponders that are mixed up here. So Chad is in this one. Let's see here.
Chad.
All right, we got 8 cars in this one. And then, let's see, I do have marshals. Okay, guys, everybody stop for a second. Everybody stop. I need Kevin, just Kevin to cross the line, just Kevin. Kevin Erich to cross the line. Kevin. All right, hold on.
Kevin Eric.
And I need Pedro Molina. Just Pedro. And
Pedro Molina.
okay, I've got a check from everyone. If you guys are ready to line it up, let's go ahead. Oh wait, this is IFMAR, right, Jared? Okay, we're doing IFMAR. Sorry about that. You guys can have a rolling start. I need one more marshal by the pizza fee sign. One more marshal by the pizza fee sign. Okay, we're doing a rolling start. At the end, drivers keep going until I call your name. Drivers, ready. Build your momentum. The loop will go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, loop is live. Everyone is on their own clock, so it is in your best interest to just drive it. If there's a faster driver coming up behind you, let him go and follow him. All right, let's get a couple laps in, and I'll call out who the leaders here. Let's see here. All right. So currently, I've got Chad out front, Steve Foley in the 2, Jared in the 3. Jared moves up to the 2, Foley to the 3. Vinny 4, Dosho 5, Kevin 6, Pedro 7, and Pacheco 8. Still plenty of time, 4 minutes remaining. Chad leading this one. Pretty sure he's driving the new B7. He's already looking pretty good with it. 26.502 is the current pace for our leader. That's Chad. Chad crossing the line now. 26.501 pace. I'm showing Steve Foley now in the 2. Steve Foley coming into the triple now. That's Foley. Gold and kind of a rust orange there down the straightaway. Foley 26.504. and Jared Deluge also running the new B7. Deluge coming over the triple purple and white tiger stripes. Crossing the line, 26.510. Top three are the only ones going 26 laps currently. 3 minutes remaining, drivers. 3 minutes. Oh, Jared that's going to hurt his time a little, but there's still plenty of time in this one. I'm showing DoorDash or Grubhub. Your food is up front. DoorDash or Grubhub. Anybody who ordered food, go up front when you're ready. It's ready for you. All right, halfway through this race, 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. I show Steve Foley now out front. Current pace, 26.503. Chad falling to the 2, 26.507. And Jared Deluge in the 3, 26.508. Top three are the only ones going 26. Vinny in the 4, Dosho 5, Pedro 6, Kevin 7, and Pacheco in the 8. Full class this time. It's a good class to run if you want to learn how to run IFMAR, which is where they usually run at the big events. I prefer shotgun myself. It's like running a main every time. But IFMAR does give you a more consistent lap time because you are on your own clock. So, drivers, you have about 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. Foley out front, 26.504. Chad in the 2, 26.507. Jared Deluge in the 3, 26.508. Vinny 4, Dosho 5, Pedro 6, Kevin 7, and Pacheco in the 8. Closest battle is between Chad and Jared. Both of them are on 5:07. Only less than a second separates them. 0.8. A minute to go. Chad and Jared trying to seat themselves in a good position for the main. Foley still out front, out over the triple. Your leader is gold and metallic orange down the straightaway. If you see him, give him a little room. He is currently the fast guy out there. Only 1 second now ahead of Chad. Chad now in the 2, 26.506. Time winding down, drivers. You have 20 seconds. Steve, Chad, Jared, top three, followed by Vinny, Dosho, Kevin, Pedro, and Pacheco. 10 seconds. When the bell sounds, keep going until I call your name. Keep going until I call your name. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. No one is done. No one. Pacheco, you're done. Steve Foley, done. Everyone else. Vinny, done. And Jared, Dosho, Kevin, Pedro is the only one that's not done. Okay. Alright, I guess that's a race. Taking third place, Jared Deluge, 26.507. Second place, Steve Foley, 26.505.57. And Chad squeaking in at the end there with the win at 26.505.52. So only 0.05 of a second difference between first and second. Good race, guys. All right, we got race number 7 up next here. Let's see here. That's going to be 21. Hold on. 21.5 two-wheel drive buggy. Brian Kraft, Tony Markham, Cherokee Bruce, Rob Torvin, John Barvick, Brian Langdon, Ben Cropper, and I see my brother Welby Knowles up on the stand, making it in for the race. So that's going to make it 8 cars. All right, track is open. Use caution as the marshals enter the track. I need
John
marshals.
Barvick.
I know, I got plenty of marshals. There were 8
Tony
drivers
Markham.
in that one. Marshals.
Brian Kraft. Brian Langdon.
What's that? Oh yeah, DoorDash is okay. Okay. If you want to grab, well, all right. Okay, so let's see. Got a few transponders to
Ben
sort out
Cropper.
here. Let's see.
Welby Knowles 3.
I've got Welby and is Tanner in this one? Tanner's in this one. Okay, I'm gonna add Tanner to the race here. Hold on.
Bob Torvond.
Okay. Okay, so Cherokee.
Cherokee
There we go.
Bruce.
All right, I've got a check from all vehicles. Let's go ahead and line it up. On the pole, Brian Kraft. On the 2, Tony Markham. 3, Cherokee Bruce. 4, Bob Torvand. 5, John Barvick. 6, Brian Langdon. 7, Ben Cropper. And on the 8, Welby Knowles. The 8's a good spot. Next round, you get the pole. So, all right, this is a full class, guys. So, the best way around the track is not to get into each other. So, try to do a train on that first lap and then start working it. Okay, we got marshals in place. Drivers ready. Go at the sound of the tone, not before. And they're off. Brian Kraft. After a long respite, he's back in action, and he's running a classic car. Rear motor car down the straightaway in the lead. That's Brian Kraft. Tony Markham in the 2. That bright orange and pink. Good job, guys. Good job. So far, so good. And, all right. Thanks, Jared. So we got Brian, Tony, and John, top 3 so far. I'm sorry, Brian Kraft. There's 2 Brians in here. All right, let's see how this turns out. So Kraft in the lead, down the straightaway, orange and blue. Second place, Tony Markham, bright orange and pink. Coming over the triple, that is Markham. Brian Kraft in the lead. Brian Langdon now. Up to the 3. Welby Knowles from the 8 to the 4 position. Ben Cropper at 5. John Barvick 6. Bob Torvin 7. And Cherokee Bruce in the 8. So, our leader crossing the line. Brian Kraft coming in the S and onto the straightaway. Orange and blue is your leader. Brian Langdon now looks like up to the 2. And Tony Markham in the 3. Let's see here. Langdon down the straightaway. That is your second place car. Orange and black. We got a big pile up in the S section. There we go. All right, now see who crosses the line here. Welby Knowles now up to the 3. Tony Markham fall into the 4. Ben Cropper 5. John Barvick 6. Bob Torvin 7. Cherokee Bruce in the 8. So the 2 Bryans are out front. Kraft leading it. Langdon in the second place position. Langdon having a little trouble there. Looks like he might have lost a position. Welby Knowles moving up to the 2 now. Welby working it in that green and white and orange. Going for the triple, and he doesn't quite make it. Brian Langdon going to take over the 2 right back late in the race. This class is difficult to get a triple to clear with the 21.5 motor. Close race now between second and third. Still just under 2 minutes to go, so there is time. Kraft out front. He's been leading this one since the beginning. He's actually lapped everyone except for second and third. He's actually coming up on the tail end of the battle for second place. Langdon making his way through traffic over the triple, and he's going to double it. Welby triples it, takes a chance, and he makes a lot of ground up on Langdon. 2 and 3 down the straightaway. Good race coming in the middle section now. 2 and 3 over the triple. Langdon, orange, white, black down the straightaway. That's 2. Welby Knowles in the 3 with the green and white, chasing him down. Getting into traffic a little. Still, just over a minute remaining, drivers. There is time. There is time in this one. So it's Kraft, Langdon, and Knowles, top 3, followed by Ben Cropper, Tony, John, Bob, and Cherokee Bruce. All right, looks like Welby makes it around Langdon. So Welby up to the 2. Brian Kraft, our leader, up on the tail end. Welby's the last person that he has not lapped yet. Welby Knowles in the 2, green and white. If you see him, give him a little room. Langdon right behind him now. Or I'm sorry, Kraft right behind him. We got 2 Brians. Brian Kraft. Time is winding down. 15 seconds. 1-5. This is it. One more lap. Will they make it? Oh, Welby gets into traffic. He's going to lose a position. Welby is the green car. Please get him. All right, that's time. When you cross the line, you'll be done. Brian Kraft done. Brian Langdon done. Welby done. Tony done. Sorry. Ben, keep going. John Barbick done. Everybody's done. Okay. All right, so taking third place, Welby Knowles, 22.507. Second place, Brian Langdon, 22.505. And taking the win, setting the pace, Brian Kraft, 23.502. Good race, guys. Up next, we have 13.5 Stadium Truck, race number 8. Race number 8 on the stand. We're going to have Brian Kraft again and Gary Weaver, the White Lightning, Larry Doe, the Doe Show, and Tristan Humphrey. We need marshals from that last race. There should be plenty of marshals. I know there are 8 drivers in that one. Brian Kraft is excluded because he's on the stand racing. And see here, marshals are making their way out.
Doe Show.
Just I'll give you guys a couple laps. Just hold on.
Tristan Humphrey.
And Kendra Null signing off. Jared Deluge back to the timing stand to call this one.
Gary Weaver. Brian Kraft.
All right. Should have no issue on marshals, and we don't. Thank you, everyone, for getting out there. Let's line them up. Shut it down. Got Brian on the 1, Gary 2, Doe Show 3, and Tristan getting his first laps in today. Should be exciting. All right, drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. You're off and running. Brian representing Rear Motors everywhere. He's running the 2-wheel and the truck. He's got a rear view full of Doe Show. See a door panel full of the Doe Show. So he takes the lead. Gary in the 2, Tristan 3. Brian falling all the way to the 4th spot. Oh, Gary making a mistake. It's going to put Brian all the way back into the 2 spot. It's like something is not right about Tristan's truck. It is severely pulling to the, what is that, the left? It's trying to trim that thing out mid-race. And that's it for Tristan. Watch start finish line. Watch start finish. It's the Doe Show down straightaway, teal and white. If you guys haven't seen under the hood of that truck, it's one of the prettiest stadium trucks I've ever laid my eyes on. Down the straightaway for the Doe Show. Brian into 2. Gary rounding out the field. Ooh! Gets a lucky bounce. Gary's got a bunch of dust on those tires now. If you run slicks, you do not want to get out of that race line. It takes at least a lap for that dust to kind of knock off those tires. And a reminder for the 17.5 four-wheel class, you will be combined into one heat, just so you know. Yep, it's happening. You could thank TLR and Horizon for that one. The Doe Show's got some war wounds out front. He's got a dented front end. He's across the line now. 11.9, not a bad lap in a stadium truck. It's a minute 20 left to go. 24.503 the pace. Brian in the 2. 24.510. And Gary, I got you, Gary. I got it. Turn it around. Whoa, whoa. Gary again struggling with that triple. Watch start finish. Watch start finish. Yeah, it is clear. So we got 30 seconds to go. This might just be the final lap here. It's going to be close. Oh, Doe Show. Oh, no. Gary, keep it going. Gary's the only one who made it. That is everybody. Thank you, marshals. Thank you, drivers. It's Gary taking third. Brian 2 and the Doe Show taking the TQ. Day 24.503. So I will need a volunteer marshal. If I get 1 or 2 volunteers, please. Generate next round. Next round.
Alex Stroudhopoulos.
Watch the triple. Watch the triple. All right, let's see. Take Tim out. Remove.
David Miller.
All right.
Alex Stroudhopoulos. David Miller. Jeremy Hilsendiger. Andrew Hammond. Chris Payne. Art Screama.
All right. Give Kendra a little bit. Get some laps in. I do need one more volunteer. If I can get one more volunteer marshal, please. Underneath the driver's stand. Thanks, Pops.
Kendra Knowles.
All right. Let's go ahead and shut it down. No more laps, please. It is reversed order. It's going to give Chris the pole position. Kendra 2, Alex 3, Art 4, Andrew 5, Miller 6, and Jeremy will take 7. All right, we have got. I need a marshal underneath the driver's stand. That's all good. I need a marshal underneath the driver's stand, please. One more marshal. I know I've been asking a lot out of my volunteers tonight. I do need a volunteer marshal. Ben is going to do it, and he's in the next race. What a legend. All right, drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. Oh, Kendra, nice start. Taking over the lead early. Got Alex 2. Chris was in the 3. Oh, and it's a pileup at the end of the straightaway. Art getting hit from behind. Kendra and Alex getting away clean. Jeremy from the 7 spot into the 3, just like that. Got Art in the 4, Chris 5, Andrew 6, and David Miller rounding out the field. It's Kendra down the straightaway, blue, pink, and white, followed by the green and silver in the 2. And the Eagles green of Jeremy rounding out the top 3 with Art starting to close in. Kendra and Alex down the straightaway. These two had a good battle in the first heat as well. Watching the midfield car down. Look at Larry. The speed. Oh, a little bobble out of Jeremy and a bobble out of Kendra. So Alex to the lead. Art moves to the top 3. Jeremy 4. Andrew rounding out the top 5. That's to make that David Miller to the 5. Andrew 6. Chris in the 7. So we are now halfway through. Kendra back to the race lead. Over the triple, blue, pink, and white. Fairly close to the TQ, but I don't think anyone's going to catch Cole Luton. That kid's fast. Race leader coming over the triple now. Blue, pink, white, followed by the green and silver. He got Art trying to gain some ground in the 3 spot. Down the straightaway, yellow, purple, and blue. Still Jeremy 4, Miller 5, Andrew 6, Chris in the 7. One minute to go, coming over the triple, your leader, 26.508. Alex also on that 508. It's a little bit of a pileup at the end of the straightaway. They all get through it. It has just not been David Miller's night. .40 seconds to go. Top 3 now. Nobody's separating them. Down the straightaway. This is for second overall. 26.509. So we've got 10 seconds to go. Ooh, Andrew down in the midfield. They should all get by for one more. Battle for the lead coming through. Down the straightaway. This is the final lap. Chris giving them plenty of room. Oh, watch the triple. It is Kendra taking the win and just barely got that second overall by a tenth of a second. Actually, a little less than a tenth. With Art taking third. Alex 2 and Kendra Knowles 26.510. You got the final qualifier for the 17.5 two-wheel class. There's only 2 drivers out of this heat making the A main. Right now it's Cole and Tanner that are pretty secured in that A main. Thank you, Cliff, and thank you, Brian. Other side, Brian. Boop. Oh.
Cole Luton. Colby Harden. Tanner Dillon. Scott Deluge. Ben Cropper. Jeffrey Moore. Tanner Dillon.
There we are.
Colby Harden. Ben Cropper. Cole Luton.
All right, let's go
Scott
ahead
Deluge.
and
Jeffrey Moore.
I'll give you guys one more. Shut it down. It is reversed order. That'll put Jeffrey Moore on the 1. The Roadrunner 2. Colby 3. Cole Luton 4. Ben 5. And Tanner. Take the 6. Ben will take the 6. All right, drivers and marshals, we are live in less than 5. We are off and running. Oh, Jeffrey gets it wrong off the triple. Colby takes over the race lead. The Roadrunner 2, Cole Luton, your TQ, rounding out the top 3. Oh, is Cole driving right over the top of the Roadrunner. Watch the straight, watch straight away, watch straight away. Colby, that seafoam green, I like to call him minty fresh. Leading the way with Cole Luton in the 2. Ben Cropper all the way to the top 3. With Ben 4, the Roadrunner, getting skunked into the 5 spot. With Jeffrey in the 6. We are 3:30 left to go. Cole Luton over the triple. Throws down 11.5. Colby 12 flat. Tanner Dillon in the top 3. Then 11.9. Got the Roadrunner 4. Ben 5. Jeffrey in the 6. We are now just about halfway through. There's Cole across the line. 26.5 flat. It's Colby over the triple. Minty fresh. They 26.507. And Tanner Dillon rounding out the top 3 down the straightaway, pink and blue. Tanner 25.505. Still his first round is quicker at the moment. The Roadrunner sitting 4, Ben 5, Jeffrey 6 with 2 minutes to go. Oh, Tanner gets it wrong. The Roadrunner into the top 3. Down in the midfield. No, it's coming up onto the final minute. 26.502 the pace out front. Still the first round is quicker. It's Cole trying to beat himself. Jeffrey had the 6 spot, or the 5, excuse me, but went down. So the battle down the straightaway, Jeffrey and Ben. You got Tanner right there behind you. What a lap. 25 seconds. This will be the white flag. The Roadrunner all over the back of Colby, coming over the triple. Oh, Colby goes wide, and they touch in the air, but the Roadrunner lands perfectly. No way. No way. Oh, Colby takes third. The Roadrunner will get the 2 spot and go 5th overall. But it is Cole Luton taking the TQ in 17.5 tonight. If I could have some help on the blowers, please.
Tristan Humphrey.
Race number 3. 13.5 four-wheel drive. And thank
Pedro
you to
Molina.
Andrew for
David
blowing off
Miller.
the track. We'll need those drivers back out here to Marshall. You guys know the drill.
Chuck Erickson.
Come on now. Hey, Pops. Pops. Hey, tighten up my diff just ever so slightly. Tighten. And my clutch. Please. This lineup is going to be Chuck Erickson on the 1, Tristan 2, Miller 3, Pedro on the 4. Thank you to all my marshals for getting out there. So we are live in less than 5. Don't look at me like that, Tanner. I saw that. Chuck Erickson gets a nice clean start in this one. Pedro in the 2, your current TQ holder. 27.508, the pace to beat. Blew the body off that thing. Chuck Erickson gets through cleanly. It's got that white, orange, silver. I don't think Chuck has changed his paint job much over the past decade. I've seen a lot of that car. Pedro in the 2. That all purple. Followed by David Miller. All green in the 3. Tristan getting his cars put back together, it seems. Ooh. You still got a lot of time left in this thing. Coming up on to 3 minutes left to go. Chuck Erickson clicking off the laps. 11.5 last time by. Pedro 11.4. David Miller 11.2. Oh, David. It has not been your night tonight, has it? we are now halfway. Chuck Erickson over that triple. Another good lap there, 11.6. Pedro 11.9 with a slight bobble. David Miller still throwing down good laps, 11.2. Oh, Pedro. The minute 45 to go. Coming up onto our final minute. I don't want to say too much at the moment. Just going to let it ride. You got 1 minute. Oh, David Miller, I got to say, he's flying in the 3 spot at the moment. Another 11.2. Oh, Pedro. Gets a lucky roll. "30 seconds. Chuck Erickson. Nice clean run going for him. 11.3 last time by. Pedro 11.5. Miller 11.4. Chuck out for his final. Pedro going to get one more, but Miller will not. Final time here for Chuck Erickson, and he did get the TQ. Didn't want to say it. Get him in his head. Miller takes third. Pedro second overall, with Chuck Erickson taking the TQ. So we've got a barn burner here in this one. Race number 4. It is 17.5 four-wheel. And like I said before, this is turned into one heat. If you're in 17.5 four-wheel, you are on the track. Thank you, Colby, and thank you, Cole. I will need one volunteer. If I can get one volunteer, Marshall.
Scott Deluge. Gary Weaver.
Track is open.
Tanner Dillon. Cliff Gordon.
I believe
Bob
Brian
Cormont.
Langdon having some car
Andrew
issues,
Knowles.
so he will not make this race. So I do need one volunteer. One volunteer, Marshall, please.
Jeffrey Moore.
Watch the straightaway, guys. Watch straightaway. All right, lineup is going to be Tanner on the 1, Cliff 2, Kendra 3, the Roadrunner 4. Brian not going to make it, so Jeffrey will take the 5. Bob 6, and Gary Weaver gets the back. All right, drivers and marshals, we are live in less than 5. Oh, Tanner down early. Cliff making a mistake as well, so Kendra Knowles, the TQ in this class, getting out front early. She's got the Roadrunner tracking her down in the 2 spot with Tanner 3. Jeffrey with a nice move into the 4. Hey, Cole Luton, if you could hear me, can you sauce my tires? If Cole Luton can hear me, can you please sauce my tires? Thank you. Got 1 minute in, 4 to go. It's Kendra Knowles, your race leader, followed by that silver, purple, and yellow of the Roadrunner. Definitely not his usual colors. And Tanner right there in the 3 spot. Tanner looking to challenge. With Cliff 4, Gary 5, Bob 6. Jeffrey falling way back after a good start. Down in the midfield. Car down in the middle. Thank you, Tristan. So we got a big group of cars in the middle of the battle for the lead over the triple. Blue, pink, and white, silver, purple, yellow in the 2, orange and purple in the 3. If you are not those 3, you are a lap down. Oh, with the Roadrunner making a nice move into the lead. These 2, well, there's still a chance for a TQ run here. Is Kendra looking for the move? Oh, could have took advantage. Roadrunner went down on his own. Kendra being nice. Oh, and again, Roadrunner getting nervous out front with Kendra right behind. Battle for the lead across the line. Going to be coming down the straightaway with Tanner still not out of this one yet. Well, he's might be out of this one now. His top 2 down the straightaway. Minute 30 to go. There's now no traffic for at least a couple laps now. Over the triple the Roadrunner. Not on a TQ run, but he's throwing down 11-3. Kendra 11-6. Top 2 over the triple. Whoa. Wow, what an incredible driving out of Kendra to get through that. That was impressive. Less than a minute. .30 seconds to go. And it will be Kendra lining up on the pole position. There's not enough time for the Roadrunner to make up. Ooh, watch the triple. This is the white flag. Everybody's going to be done this time over the triple. Tanner, Gary. That is everybody. Thank you, marshals. Thank you, drivers. Tanner taking third. Kendra 2 in the Roadrunner. Coming up short on the TQ. The 26.503.
Pacheco, Steve Fall, Vinny, Chad, Dosha,
All right, your guest announcer, Kendra Knowles, back on the timing stand. We need a marshal by the Pizza Feast sign and a marshal over by the triple. There were 8 in that one, or 7. So 17.5 four-wheel drive. We need you guys to marshal. I can't marshal because I'm calling the race. And I need a check from Pedro. And I see Jared. So let's give Jared a couple laps there. Need one more or 2 more marshals from that last race. I see the Roadrunner. I need one more marshal, just one more marshal from that last race.
Pedro Molina.
Looks like I've got a check from all vehicles. I need one more marshal, one more marshal. One marshal under the Pizza Feast sign. These guys are the best drivers. They don't crash. It's going to be easy. There we go. Tanner, thank you. By the Pizza Feast sign. All right. We have our marshals ready. I've got a check from all vehicles. Drivers, builds your momentum. The loop will go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. Loop is live. Start when you are ready. And we'll see who's out in the lead after a couple laps. All right, this one is a little bit rougher than the first start, but still not too bad. Currently, I have Chad out front, Jared in the 2, and Steve in the 3. Kevin 4, Vinny 5, Pedro 6, Dosho 7, and Pacheco in the 8. Time to beat is set by Chad, 26.505. Currently, the only one going faster is our current TQ, is Chad. Still early in the race, though. Those times, well, no, actually, those times are good because this is MHOR. There is no average that's lowering. Chad currently on a 27.508 pace. That blows away his previous TQ. Steve Foley in the 2, 26.505. Jared Deluge in the 3, 26.506. Only the top three are going 26, and the leader's going 27. Let's see if he can maintain that pace. He's got about a 2-second buffer now. 27.509 is the leader's pace. Chad driving that Associated. Getting on the straightaway now. That's solid blue. There's two solid blue cars, but the one that's coming over the triple, I believe, is Chad. That's Chad right there. There's no room for error if he wants a 27-lap run. 27.510 is the current pace. We are halfway through this race. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Chad leading this one, 27.510. Second place, Steve Foley, 26.502. Kevin Erich now up to the 3 with a 25.501. See, something happened to Jared. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like Jared is off the stand there. He did well in the first round, so he still has a good spot on the grid for the main. But that's a disappointment to see Jared out of this one. A minute 45 seconds remaining, drivers. Chad out front still on a 27.510 pace. No room for error on that one. Steve Foley, 26.501, 1 second off of the 27-lap run. Kevin Erich now in the 3, 25.504. Dosho in the 4, Vinny 5, Pacheco 6, Pedro 7, and unfortunately Jared is out of this one. Oh, did Larry miss one? Larry? Okay. Okay, Larry, let me check your laps here. Hold on a second. Yeah, you definitely missed a lap. I'm going to give you 1 plus 1 lap here. Dosho, plus 1 lap. Okay. That puts Dosho in the 5th position. Time winding down, 45 seconds. Chad still leading this one now on a 26.5 flat. He has half a second to shave off if he wants that 27-lap run. Foley in the 2, 26.504. Kevin Erich in the 3, 25.506. Vinny 4, Dosho 5, Pacheco 6, Pedro 7. Time winding down. 15 seconds, 1-5. Keep going until I call your name. Keep going after the bell. Less than 10, less than 5. That is time. Keep going. Keep going. Steve Foley done. Vinny, you're done. Pedro done. Dosho done. Pacheco done. Chad done. Kevin done. Everybody's done. All right. All right, so we've got Vinny in the 3, taking 3rd, 25.508. Second place, Steve Foley, 26.504. And taking the win, Chad with a 26.5 flat, upping the time. And his TQ. All right. Kevin, let me see here. Yep. All right, up next, we've got race number 6, 21.5, 2-wheel drive buggy. All right, I need marshals from the last race. On the stand, we've got Welby Knowles, Ben Cropper, Brian Langdon, John Barvick, Bob Torvand, Cherokee Bruce, Tony Markham, and Brian Kraft. All
Brian
right.
Kraft,
Track is open.
Bob Torbond,
But we still need a few
Brian
marshals. I need a Pizza Feast sign
Ben
marshal. I
Cropper.
need a marshal by the triple. And I need 2 marshals by the straightaway pipe. If I see
Cherokee
3
Bruce,
guys over there.
John Barbic.
Can somebody come over the straightaway here? One of the marshals over there. Straightaway marshal. I thank you, Steve. All right, so Steve's gonna do the straightaway. I need someone over here by the timing stand. Marshall by the timing stand. Larry, Chad, or a volunteer. Are you gonna volunteer? No.
Tony Markham,
I think I might have missed that last lap. I think you were third. I was wondering why. We'll fix that.
Because I was in the pack and you said everybody's done it.
Really? Okay. Okay, I'll get that fixed after this. Okay. All right, we've got. So that last race, Kevin was actually third. He didn't cross the line. I must have called that wrong. So we're going to fix that on after this. Anyway, we've got marshals in place. Drivers ready. Go at the sound of the tone, not before. And they're off. Wellby-Knowles leading the way. Green and white over the triple. We're taking the safe line. Everybody doubling that one. All right, 2 green cars out in the lead. That's Welby and Ben. Third place, Brian Langdon in the orange and black. Welby looking for a triple, and he gets it. The time to beat is set by Brian Kraft, 23.502. Welby doing a good job keeping it consistent out front down the straightaway. Your leader is green and white and orange. He's coming in the triple now. If you see him, give him a little room. Green and white. There we go. He's making it through. All right. Our leader, Wellby-Knowles, into the midsection. Coming over the triple now. And he makes it through the traffic. Clear track for a little while for Wellby-Knowles. Brian Langdon in the 2 in the midsection. Brian Langdon, orange, black, and white over the triple. That is your second place car. Brian Langdon and Bren Cropper, solid green with the teeth in the 3. Ben Cropper and Brian Langdon, close race over the triple. Welby getting tied up a little bit. He still maintains the lead, though. 2 and 3 now coming through traffic. Orange and black is your number 2. Solid green is number 3. They're getting through traffic. Race order is Welby, Langdon, Kraft, followed by Ben, Bob, John, Tony, and Cherokee. We are just about to the halfway point. 2 minutes and 30 seconds about remaining. Welby currently on TQ pace, but we'll see if that maintains. Welby's just got to keep it on its wheels. Currently 24.512 pace, so just barely on a 24-lap run. TQ pace is 23.502, so Welby's got about a 4-second buffer. 2 minutes remaining. Our leader coming over the triple. Pretty much clear traffic now. Brian Langdon coming over the triple. Second place, orange and black. And third place, Brian Kraft now moving his way up to the 3rd position. Doing some good work there. Brian Kraft now closing the gap on Brian Langdon. 2 and 3 coming into the triple now. Watch a triple, guys. Watch a triple. Triple's clear. Meanwhile, Welby's got about a straightaway and a corner ahead of Brian Langdon. Still on a 24-lap run, but barely. 24:5:11 is the leader's pace currently. Just over 1 minute to go, drivers. Welby Knowles out front. Green, white, and orange down the straightaway. If you see green, white, and orange, give him a little room. He is going for the TQ run. Green, white, and orange into the S. Down the straightaway is your leader. Give him a little space. Thank you. All right. Our leader makes it through traffic. Brian Langdon now about 2 corners behind. Race to watch is between 2 and 3. Brian Langdon in the 2. Brian Kraft in the 3. Oh, Kraft gets a ref marshal there. Time winding down. 20 seconds. 2-0. Welby now on a 23.5 flat pace. 2 seconds ahead of TQ. It's going to need this final lap has to be good. Less than 10 drivers. And that is time. Welby, you're done. Brian Langdon done. And Ben Cropper done. Cherokee Bruce done. Brian Kraft done. And John Barvick, Bob Torvind, and Tony Markham. Everybody done. All right, taking third place, Brian Kraft, 23.510. Second place, Brian Langdon, 23.504. And taking the top spot, Welby Knowles, 23.5 flat. That is the TQ position by 2 seconds. All right, good race, guys. Up next, we have race number 7, 13.5 Stadium Truck. On the stand, we've got Tristan Humphrey, Larry Doe, Gary Weaver, and Brian Kraft again.
Dosha.
All right, we need marshals from the last race. Marshals from the last race. Yeah, and blower. If you guys could grab a blower, that would be great. Track is closed. Track is closed. Let's get the marbles blown off while the track. Yeah, track is closed for now. All right. We'll need one marshal. If you just go in the direction of the track, yeah, there you go. Thanks, Tony. Track is closed. Track is closed. We do need a marshal by the Pizza Feast sign, I believe. Yeah.
Brian Kraft.
All right, track is open. Track is open. Get in a
Gary
couple
Weaver.
laps. Get your transponders checked in and get the bugs out of your system. Kendra Noss signing off. And Jared Deluge back to the timing stand.
Tristan Humphrey.
All right, line them up. It is Tristan on the 1, The Doe Show 2, Gary 3, and Brian take the vote. All right, we've got a lineup, drivers and marshals, on the sound of the tone. It is a strong start out of the Doe Show. Got Gary 2, Brian 3. Oh, go ahead, Gary. I got you. Larry coming over that triple. Teal nose, white in the back. Got a 12-3 that time by. Was Brian in the 2, but Gary going to take it over. Well, not for long. Brian gets him right back. That rear motor all red. Running the TLR. Whoa, Tristan. That ain't it. So here comes your leader across the line, Larry Doe. That's a better run. 26.506 as we approach the halfway point. Brian and Gary still going at it here for the 2 spot down the straightaway. Leader coming up behind you two. Ooh. So we are halfway through. 26.509 the pace out front. You got Brian 24.509 as he comes up devastatingly short off that triple. It's still Gary 3, Tristan trying to get the grips on how to drive these things again. So we've got 2 minutes to go. Watch start finish line. Watch start finish. It is clear. The Doe Show, nice smooth run going for him. 12-1 last time by. Just going to back it up 11-7. That's more like it. 26.510 the pace. Man, that thing looks like a handful. Coming over that triple. I don't even know if I could remember how I drove a rear motor car. It's been so long. I got him. I got him. So we've got 1 minute to go. Doe Show down straightaway. 26.511. Ooh, ouch. 10 seconds. It's going to be close here for for Gary. He's going to get it. Dosho. Ooh, no, sir. Couple more to go over the triple for the final time, and that is the end of qualifying. Thank you, marshals. Thank you to my drivers. All right, just give me a quick minute here. I will get the mains sorted and printed, but it will be the same order as qualifying. 17.5 two-wheel. You guys will be up first. Oh. All right, the mains should have printed. It is 17.5 B main up first. You got David Miller, Colby, Andrew, Jeffrey, Ben, and Chris. Once again, I am looking for David, Colby, Andrew, Jeffrey, Ben, and Chris. We'll need those stadium truck drivers back out there in Marshall, along with a volunteer. I will need one volunteer marshal for this one.
Colby Harden. Ben Cropper. David Miller. Andrew Hammond. Chris Payne.
Yeah. And again, I will need one volunteer marshal. I need one volunteer.
Jeffrey Moore.
I need one volunteer marshal. Oh no, Tristan's pretty fast. Let's go ahead and shut it down. Shut it down. It is David Miller on the 1, Colby 2, Andrew 3, Jeffrey 4, Ben 5, and Chris will take the 6. Thank you, Cliff, and thank you, Chuck Erickson. All right. Drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. Oh, that's Jeffrey down early. It's a good start here for David Miller. Colby takes over the lead, though. With Andrew right there in the 3, Chris 4, Ben 5, and Jeffrey in the 6. Top 3 coming down the straightaway. Colby across the line, 12-1. Andrew, 11-7. Miller, 11-9. Oh, as Colby gets turned around on the straightaway. So that will give Andrew the race lead. The blue and orange coming over that triple now. Followed by the green and orange of David Miller. Still Colby 3, Chris 4, Ben 5, Jeffrey 6. We are just about halfway. A little bobble there out of Andrew. Gets a nice rollover though. Keeps him in it. But David Miller does take over the lead. Green and orange over the triple. 26,507. So we are halfway through. Everybody pretty well spread out. Less than 2 to go. Big mistake out of Miller. It's going to allow Andrew back to the race lead. Blue-orange got the white wheels down the straightaway. There is Andrew, 12-1. David, 12 flat, down the straightaway, 1 and 2. Jeffrey giving him plenty of room. And it's Colby 3, Chris 4, Ben 5, and Jeffrey in the 6. We are on to the final minute. With 25 seconds to go. Leader down the straightaway, blue-orange. Right behind him is second. These guys going out for their final. This is the white flag. Andrew is nice and clean over the triple, takes the win. David, you're done. Chris, and that is the rest of them. Thank you, marshals. Thank you, drivers. Colby takes third. David Miller 2. And Andrew takes the win with a 25-5 flat. We move on into race number 2, 17.5 A main. A lot of talented drivers in this one. Thank you, Cliff, and thank you, Brian.
Kendra Knowles.
All right, track is open.
Alex Stroud
Should have
Okolas.
no issues
Cole
on getting marshals.
Tanner Dillon. Scott Deluge. Jeremy Hilsendiger. Art Screama.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, thank you to my marshals for getting out there. Straightaway is closed. It is Cole Luton, your TQ. Kendra on the 2. Got Art 3, Alex 4, the Roadrunner 5, Tanner 6, and Jeremy getting that final spot in the A. All right, drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. We are off and running. Nice single file start. That's the way it should look right there. I definitely wait at least 2 to 3 laps before I really start charging and racing. Just let everybody kind of spread themselves out. It's Cole Luton leading the field. Teal and orange down the straightaway. Body looking good, painted by the Doe Show. He knows his way around a paintbrush. Got Kendra in the 2, Art in the 3. It's Alex 4, there's Roadrunner 5. Oh, slight bobble there to Alex. It's the Roadrunner into the 4 spot. Oh, but Alex gets him right back. Oh, Roadrunner getting a little too excited there. Takes out Alex. Jeremy gets tangled in there as well. Watch the sweeper. What a marshal at Andrew. I got him. It is still Cole Luton down straightaway. Nice clean run going for him. Art into the 2 with Kendra 3. Okay. Roger that. Thanks, Andrew. So later, over that triple, coming up onto the halfway point. 11-7. Art, 11-8. Kendra, 11-5 in the 3 spot. Fastest car around the track that time by. And it's the Roadrunner 4. Tanner, 5. Jeremy, 6. And Alex. Oh, with Jeremy dead in the water. So that's 1 down, 6 left running, with 2 minutes to go. Race leader coming over that triple. Teal and orange on a 27.505. That's a smoking pace. Art 27-5-10 in the 2 spot. Good run for Art as well. And Kendra Knowles rounding out the top 3, 26-5-04. The Roadrunner 4, Tanner 5, Alex in the 6 with the minute 30. Oh, there's Tanner on the Roadrunner. Go, Tanner. Shoot. We've got 1 minute left to go. Cole's got open track probably from here to the end of the race. Big train of cars battling for that 4 spot. You got Alex, the Roadrunner, and Tanner. We've got 10 seconds. Art out for his final. Cole should get by for one more. And that will be it. Art, you are done. Good race. What? Woo-hoo, Tanner sending it. You got Kendra taking 3rd. Art in the 2 with Cole Luton throwing it down. They 27-509. So we are into race number 3, 13-5 4-wheel. Should have no issue on getting marshals back out there. We're 7 of you.
Tristan Humphrey. David Miller. Chuck Erickson.
All right, looking for Pedro. Pedro, where are you at? That's good.
Pedro
All
Molina.
right, we've got everybody checked in. It is Chuck Erickson, the TQ. Pedro on the 2, David 3, Tristan on the 4. Hey, Tanner, can you marshal the next race? Oh, that's right, you're in the next race. Never mind. All right, drivers and marshals on the sound of the tone. Oh, David, come on. It's a great start out of Chuck Erickson, leads them around. Pedro gets it wrong on the downhill. He's going to hang on to the 2 spot with Tristan in the 3. David Miller. This is his last run of the night. Good save out of Pedro coming off the triple. It's Chuck Erickson across the line, 11-4. Pedro 11-3. David in the 3 now with Tristan in the 4. 1 minute in, 4 to go. Chuck across the line. On a good run here. Oh, it's Pedro hard hit on the triple. Felt that one in the bones. It was good. Great Marshall out of Kendra. Chuck barely even finished rolling over before Kendra had that thing back on all fours. So we are just about halfway. Chuck 11-4. David Miller 11-2. It's Chuck Erickson over the triple. 11-3 out of Chuck. It's on a 27-503 with David Miller 27-507. And Pedro 26-502. There is Tristan rounding out the field. 24-503 out of Tristan. So we got 17-5 Wheeler coming up next. A minute 30 to go. Miller starting to close in over the triple. Chuck 11-5, Miller 11-3, just gaining tenths here and there. That makes all the difference, though, when you're this consistent. So we've got 1 minute left to go. Not much separates 1 and 2 now. 45 seconds. That was Miller, one of his best laps there, 11-1. It's these two on the best run of the night. Oh. $20 seconds to go. They are going to go out for one more. Pedro out for his final. White flag is out, and Chuck, no, rolls it over. Oh, you're kidding. It's Pedro, you are done. David Miller gifted the win. That is everybody done. Pedro taking third. Chuck Erickson with a heart snatcher. But David Miller taking the win, 27-506. Heart snatcher, dude. We've got 17.5 four-wheel on the track. And this is a certified barn burner. Hey, while you two are standing there conversating, somebody grab the other blowers? No? Okay. So I will need one volunteer marshal for this one. Could use one volunteer. Thank you, Cherokee. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. Hey, David, grab that corner.
Scott Deluge, Bob Torvand, Cliff Gordon,
Ooh.
Brian Langdon,
Watch the triple.
Gary Weaver, Tanner Dillon, Kendra Knowles.
Well, hey, Tristan, grab that car. Watch the triple. Watch the triple. Watch the triple. Nothing? I got nothing. I've got nothing. Saying sensor wire. You're good. You're good. No. All right. We have real gently. Here, put him across the line, Chuck.
Jeffrey Moore,
Thank you. All right, it is Kendra, the Roadrunner, Tanner, Cliff, Gary, Jeff, Brian, and Bob. I know. All right, drivers and marshals, we are live in less than 5. Easy, Chad, easy. Watch start finish. That is clear. A couple cars getting tangled up in the back end of the field. They're still tangling up. It's Kendra already at the back end of them. The Roadrunner right there in the 2. Tanner 3, Gary 4. And it looks like Jeffrey rounding out the top 5. The battle for the lead coming down the straightaway. Blue, pink, and white. silver, purple, and yellow. Oh, Kendra making a mistake. Car down in the midfield. Car down in the middle. Please. It is the Roadrunner walking away from him now. Tanner up into the 2. Tanner, that orange nose, purple back. Oh, Tanner goes down. Kendra getting tangled. On again, Tanner down. Respect. Oh, little bobble there from the Roadrunner. It's Kendra back to the 2, Tanner 3, Jeffrey in the 4. Or actually, make that Gary in the 4, Jeffrey in the 5, with Brian 6, Cliff 7, and Bob in the 8. Watch the triple. That's top 2 coming across the line. And over the triple, coming across the line. The Roadrunner, 11-6. Kendra rolls it over. Watch the straightaway, watch straightaway, watch straightaway. That is clear. Oh. We got 2 minutes left to go. Again, watch the straightaway. So it is the Roadrunner coming over the triple. 26.505 the pace. Kendra, 26.508. Kendra keeping the leader honest. 11-6 out of the Roadrunner. 11-7 from Kendra. Gary just went a lap down. He's in the 3 spot. Watch this triple. Watch triple. That is clear. And the straightaway. You've got 1 minute. .45 seconds to go. Race leader goes down on the start-finish line. Here's Kendra to the inside. Kendra takes the lead. 30 seconds to go. Now Kendra, just a lap later, does the same thing. Down the middle. Man, look at the speed out of Cherokee. 10 seconds to go. Things are popping off here at the end. Watch start finish line. That is clear. Kendra, you are done. Watch the triple. Holy crap, watch the triple. Watch the triple. Multiple cars down. Multiple cars down. That might be the ugliest finish to a race I have ever seen. Wow. Gary takes third. Kendra 2 with the Roadrunner taking the win. 26.513. That was horrendous.
Dosho. Chad. Pacheco. Steve Fall. Vinny. Pedro Molina. Kevin Eric.
All right, open two-wheel drive buggy A main. We got on the stand, we've got Chad, Steve, Jared, Vinny, Kevin, Dosho, Pacheco, and Pedro. Looks like Jared is making his way. Yep, Jared is making his way up there. We've got all our marshals. We'll give Jared a lap or two here.
Jared Deluge.
All right, Jared's making his way around here. Let's go ahead and start lining them up. Our top qualifier tonight is going to be Chad on the 1, Steve Foley on the 2, Jared Deluge 3, Vinny 4, Kevin 5, Dosho 6, Pacheco 7, and Pedro on the 8. Let's go ahead and line them up, guys. Line them up, straightaway closed. Chad 1, Steve 2, Jared 3, Vinny 4, Kevin 5, Dosho 6, Pacheco 7, and Pedro on the 8. You guys know where you're at, or do you need me to call it out again? Or okay, Chad on the 1, Steve 2, Jared 3, Vinny 4, Kevin 5, Dosho 6, Pacheco 7, and Pedro on the 8. All right, full heat here. Let's see if we can make this a race. Marshals in place. Drivers ready. Go at the sound of the tone, not before. And they're off. Chad leading them around. Solid blue. Steve goes down. He's going to lose 2 places. Vinny now. Or no, it's going to be Jared blasting his way up to the top. Incredible. Jared in the 2, putting pressure. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Chad missed a lap here, didn't he? All right. Somehow it didn't count your first lap. That was too fast, Chad. Okay, Chad out front. Jared in the 2. Vinny in the 3. Looks like. Let's see here. Race out front. Coming over the triple. 2 new associateds. The blue versus the purple. Jared looking good, keeping his distance, but staying right there. Nice line out of Jared. Chad is trying to keep it tight and closing the door. Blue car is your leader. The one, oh, Jared, oh, he gets spun out. In the marbles, Jared is making the move there. Chad, Jared, Steve, top 3, followed by Vinny, Dosho, Pedro, Kevin, and Pacheco. Jared definitely looking fast out there. He's closing the gap once again. Still 3 minutes, a whole 3 minutes. Plenty of time to make a move. Blue car coming down the straightaway is your leader. That is Chad. Jared about a straightaway behind in the purple and blue. Steve Foley in the 3 coming over the triple now. Foley in the gold. Gold and kind of a orange. We are halfway through this race. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Our leader crossing the line. Out of the S, onto the straightaway. That is Chad. Jared Deluge now closing the gap to about a corner and a half. Steve Foley now moving up as well. He's closing the gap on Jared. Makes it around traffic. Top 3 are making it a race. Steve Foley coming over the triple. Right on Jared's bumper down the straightaway. Chad now with a somewhat comfortable lead, but all it takes is one bobble. That gap will close. Chad across the line. Jared and Steve across the line. That is the gap. About 3-4 seconds. A minute and 30 about remaining, drivers. There's still time in this one. And the 2 and 3 down the straightaway. Steve Foley. It's a B7 out front versus a B64. Steve makes the move. Jared makes a little bobble there. Chad out front. 1 minute, drivers. So now Jared is the one on the hunt down the straightaway. Jared keeping it close, giving Steve a love tap. Steve gets out in the marbles there. Jared's going to show some good sportsmanship. Race to watch is coming over the triple now. Foley out in 2 and Jared in the 3. Chad now with a very comfortable lead. Less than 30 seconds remaining. Vinny in the 4, Kevin 5, Pacheco 6, Dosho 7, Pedro 8. Clock is winding down. Jared makes the move. And we have less than 10 drivers. This is going to be the last lap. Down the straightaway, that's the race. Steve and Jared. Steve has a little traction bite there. All right, that's time. As you cross the line, you'll be done. Jared, Steve, Kevin, Pacheco, Dosho, Chad, Vinny, and Pedro. Nope, no Pedro. Okay, that's a race. Good race, guys. Taking third place, Steve Foley, 26.506. Second place, Jared Deluge, 26.503. And taking the win, Chad, with a 27.508. All right. Up next is race number 6, 21.5. Two-wheel drive buggy, A main. On the stand, we've got Welby Knowles, Brian Kraft, Brian Langdon, Ben Cropper, Tony Markham, John Barvick, Bob Torvind, and Cherokee Bruce. Hold on, guys. Let's wait for the track blowers to be done before you start going. All right, track is open. Track is open. Caution as the marshals enter the track. Caution as marshals enter.
3.
We need
John
marshals
Markham.
from that last race. Marshals
Tony
from the
Markham.
last race.
Brian Langdon. Cherokee
I see Steve
Bruce.
out here. He's the
Brian
only one
Pratt.
from the last race. There were 8 of you. So I need marshals. Marshals from that last race.
Bob
See
Torvon.
here. All right, there. Okay, marshals are making their way out. We need a pizza fee sign and a triple. Pizza fee sign and a triple here. It looks like Brian's got the pizza feast sign. All right, thank you. And one more marshal from that last race. Can we get one more marshal? This is a full heat. We do need all our available marshals. Marshal from the last race. I still need a marshal. There we go. Chad, awesome. Thank you, Chad. All right, let's see if we can make this an interesting race. Marshals making their way out. We've got everybody looks like they're lined up. Our TQ, Welby Knowles, on the pole. Okay, marshals ready. Drivers ready. Go at the sound of the tone, not before. And they're off. So far, so good. Doing a good train. Got a little pile up in the back. Top four are going to break away. It's Welby Knowles, Brian Kraft, Brian Langdon, and Ben Cropper pulling away from the pack. Plenty of time, plenty of time. Brian looking for the inside. Again, didn't quite make it stick there. So Welby down the straightaway, green and white. Coming into triple now. That is your leader. Already coming into lap traffic here. Welby Knowles, green and white down the straightaway. Thank you, Tony. If you see him, give him a little room. He's got Brian right on his tail. Brian Langdon in the orange and blue in second place. Down the straightaway. The two Bryans, that is second and third. Oh, Kraft gets tied up a little. That's going to get Langdon through. This is going to be a lesson in driving through traffic here. How well you can negotiate. The leaders are coming up on lap traffic several times in each race now. Welby Knowles now with a comfortable lead. Crossing the line. Green and white is your leader on a 24.5 flat pace. Definitely faster than his TQ time. Welby Knowles now coming up on second and third. He's lapped the whole field except for second, third. There's a battle in front. Ben Cropper is in second. Brian Langdon in third. Brian Kraft in four. So Ben Cropper, after all the commotion, makes his way up to the second place position. Cropper, solid green with the teeth down the straightaway, is holding down second place with about a straightaway lead over Brian Langdon. Brian Kraft right there too. Welby in the middle of it. Welby Knowles now in the middle of the battle for third place over the triple. Leader is green and white. If you see him, give him a little room if you can. He is a lap ahead over the triple. Green and white down the straightaway is your leader. They're getting through traffic. Let's see how this works out. All right. 2 and 3 are battling. And over the triple they go. Or that's 3 and 4 actually. Ben Cropper now within striking range. Cropper is solid green. He's a second place car. 2 and 3 right behind him. All of them bunching up right now. The battle for second place. One of the Bryans, both Bryans make the move on Cropper. Oh no, Langdon goes down. Kraft is going to go by for second. And looks like Ben Cropper is going to maintain third position. Welby now just on a Sunday drive trying to keep out of traffic. 24.508 pace out front. Less than a minute, drivers. So we've got Welby, Brian Kraft into the 2, Ben Cropper 3, Brian Langdon 4, Bob 5, John 6, Tony 7, and Cherokee Bruce in the 8. So Welby trying to make his way through traffic. Green and white is your leader. If you see him, give him a little bit of room. Thank you. Brian Kraft in the 2. Kraft over the triple. Orange and blue. Time winding down, drivers. 10 seconds. The leader should make it by for one more lap. Brian should make it by 2. And they do. That is time. When you cross the line, you will be done. Bob, you're done. Tony, John. Let's see here. Ben Cropper done. And it looks like everybody except Cherokee and everybody is done. That's a race. Taking 3rd place right at the end there. Brian Langdon with a 22.507. Ben Cropper was right there with a 22.508 in the 4th position. Brian Kraft in the 2, 23.509, and taking the win, Welby Knowles, 24.510. All right, good race, guys. Up next, we have our final race of the night, race number 7. Stadium Truck, 13.5. You guys are up. Oh, we'll need marshals from that last race. Marshals from the last race. On the stand, we have Doe Show, Brian Kraft, Gary Weber, and Tristan Humphrey.
Tristan Humphrey.
All right. Almost ready, guys. Looks like we do have our marshals out here. That's right. 21.5 guys are the marshal guys. All right, track is open. Track is open.
Gary Weaver.
Get a couple warm-up laps and work out the bugs.
Brian Kraft.
All right, looks like I've got a check from all vehicles. Get those tires warmed up. All right, let's go ahead and close the straightaway. Final lap, close the straightaway. Let's go ahead and line it up. Our top qualifier tonight is Larry Doe, also known as Doe Show. On the 2, Brian Kraft. On the 3, Gary Weaver, the White Lightning. And on the 4, Tristan Humphrey. All right. All right, no reverse. You know that, right? Okay. All right, here we go. Marshals are in place. Drivers ready. Go at the sound of the tone, not before. And they're off. The Doe Show over the triple. Showing off that nice paint job. Blue, purple, and white. In the 2, Brian Kraft. I think he's running a classic vehicle. Yeah. Doing pretty good with it. All solid red, Brian Kraft. And we have Gary Weaver, the White Lightning, in the 3. Yellow, green, and white down the straightaway. And Tristan Humphrey. Pink with a yellow wing. Everybody's still pretty close together. Doe Show about a corner ahead of Brian Kraft over the triple, 1 and 2. And Gary about 2 corners behind the leaders. Tristan in the mix. This class is a fun class to drive just because it's like driving a pillow on wheels. You've got too much tires, too much suspension. They're poofy. You can over jump stuff. You can drive over pipes. Dodge. Brian makes a mistake. He's going to let Larry get away a little bit. Down in the middle. The car in the middle, guys. That's Tristan. Oh. Yeah. You all right, Tony? All right. So Dosho out front. 26.506 pace. Blue, white, and purple over the triple. He's already lapping traffic now. Brian Kraft in the 2, solid red over the triple. Brian is the only truck that the leader has not lapped yet, I believe. Brian Kraft, solid red, 25.511 pace. And Gary Weaver in the 3, coming over the triple. Gary's definitely got a lot of horsepower in that truck. Pulling little wheelies here and there. Drivers, you have about 2 minutes remaining. Everybody kind of spread out, doing their thing. Oh no! That, I heard a snap. That is broken. Broken axle. That's definitely not a good sound. Sorry, Gary. Gary is out of this one. That's going to move Tristan Humphrey up to the 3. Dosho now looking to lap the final car in second place. That's Brian Kraft. See if Kraft can hold him off a little bit. Make it interesting. Oh, just as I say that. So Dosho goes around and makes a lap on the field. 26.510. Pretty good pace for a stadium truck. Actually, very good pace. Oh, losing a wing there. That was Tristan's wing. Thanks, Ben. Ben is here collecting parts off of the triple. The triple is definitely taking its toll. So we have Dosho out front. 26.511. Let's see if he can maintain that 26 lap pace with only 35 seconds to go, drivers. You can't afford to make any mistakes. 26 lap pace for the leader. Kraft in the 2 crossing the line in the red truck, and Tristan with the pink. .25.5 flat now. This is the last lap, less than 10. Larry's going to need a perfect lap here if he wants that 26 lap run. Larry Doe, you've got Dosho, you're done. Brian Kraft, Tristan, everyone done. Okay. Take third place, Tristan Humphrey, 20.501. Second place, Brian Kraft, 23.502. And Dosho taking the win, 25.5 flat. All right, that concludes our Wednesday night race program. The track will be open for a bit longer, at least until Jared pulls the hose out. When you see Jared pull the hose out, the track is closed. I'll turn on the lap counter so you can check your times if you want to run your batteries down. Next week, we got a busy week. Let's see here. Actually, tomorrow we've got something going on. Let's see, what was it? Art Screamo is doing the first of a series of 4 driving techniques. If you guys want to come out, you can learn from an experienced expert driver. Art Screamo will be holding a clinic at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Thursday's a great day to practice. A lot of fast people, a lot of fun people driving. So tomorrow, don't miss it. 6 p.m. Art Screamo doing a driving clinic. And then after that, we've got, I believe, our final race on this track will be on Saturday. After that, we're going to have track rebuild. Let me see here. Let me check that calendar. Yeah, track is going to be rebuilt, and then, hold on. Am I a little early? Why isn't the calendar? Well, you guys all know we're having a rumble here pretty soon, so that's pretty exciting. Hope you guys get all your B7s figured out, the ones that are going to run them. Don't forget to pay your tabs, and Kendra Nall signing off for the night. Have a good evening. See you on Saturday. Practice.
Chuck Erickson. $11.7. $11.5. $13 flat. $11.2. $17.9. $11.1. $12.1. $10.9. $11.4. Alex Stroudhopoulos. Ben Cropper. 11 flat. 14 flat. $11.6. 15.3. 12.2. $11 flat. 13 flat. 11.7. 12.3. 12.2. 14.5. 11.2. 11.8. 13.6. 11.7. 14.7. 24.1. 11.8. 11.2. 13.7. 11.9. 11 flat. 12.8. 11.8. 11-3. 14-9. 12 flat. 11-1. 12-8. 12-3. 11 flat. 12-2. 13-8. 11-2. 11-9. 11 flat. 13-4. 10-9. 12-6. 13 flat. 11 flat. 11-9. 13-8. 11-3. 11-8. 13-6. 12-6. 22.1. 12-9. 11-7. 12-6. 13-5. 12 flat. 11-1. 13 flat. 12-1. 11-3. 13-2. 11-9. 11-3. 12-5. 12-5. 12-1. 14-4. 13-1. 12-4. 13-5. 12-7. 13-8. 12-5. 13-1. 13-3. 13-4. Dosha. Twelve seven. 12-6. 12-3. 14-8. 439.7. 20.2. 12 flat. 12-5. 11-6. 12-7. 11-7. 11-7. 15-4. 25.5. 29.5. 12-4. 11-9. 12-2. 11-9. 12-4. 11-5. 'Jeffrey Moore. 12-4. 11-9. 15-8. 11-9. 13-3. 11-8. 12-6. 11-8. 37.4. 23.8. 16-4. 13-2. 14-9. 11-8. 12-1. 11-9. 13-7. 12-6. 12-1. 15 flat. 12-3. 12-1. 14-2. 11-8, 12-7, 13-6, 12-1, 11-9, 12-7, 11-9, 12-2, 12-7, 18-3, 12 flat, 24.3, 13-1, 11-9, 12-1, 12-8, 12-2, 12-1, 12-9, 11-9, 13-7, 15-2, 12 flat, 16-7, 13-1, 11-7, 12-2, 12-5, 12-3, 15-2, 12-5, 11-8, 12-3, 12-5, 11-9, 11-9, 12-4, 12 flat, 12-1, 33.7, 11-8, 11-8, 11-6, 11-5, 11-2, 11-5, 11-8, 22.5, 14 flat, 13-1, 13-7,